How's it going, everyone? It's Ryder here, and welcome back to another Mario Kart 8 Deluxe video here on the channel. Today's video I've brought to you all is something I've thought about ever since the Booster Course Pass first released. That thought is, what if Nintendo added more battle courses to the game? There hasn't been much talk about this topic in the community in a little while, and I felt like I should share some ideas and concepts of what I could see if they decide to update the game and give us new battle tracks. Now, of course, with these types of videos that I make, this isn't nearly confirmed to be a real thing. It's all just pure speculation. However, with Nintendo giving us so many surprising updates within the Booster Course Pass, like new characters and a custom items mode, I wouldn't be surprised if they went and added new battle stages as well at some point. There are a few reasons why I think this is definitely possible, and we will be discussing that in today's video along with concepts of this potential update. But before we do get started with this discussion, make sure to subscribe if you aren't already, as my channel focuses on everything Mario Kart related. Now, without any further ado, let's talk battle mode. First things first, I do want to say these are my own concepts and thoughts on what battle courses could be added. If you have any other opinions about it, let me know down below your wish list. One of the bigger reasons on why I'm making a video like this in the first place, and what inspired me to make it, was the fact battle mode got added to Mario Kart Tour not too long ago, which featured a variety of new and returning courses that are not in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Typically, when it comes to the Booster Course Pass and Tour, they love using all of Tour's models for the regular courses. With that being said, I think some from Mario Kart Tour will be added for this potential battle course update. One smaller issue with that is, of course, being Mario Kart Tour's versions of its battle courses uses the same music for all of the stages. However, I don't think that'll be the same way with the ones I chose in this video to come to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, since it isn't a mobile game with limits. Also, this video will still feature some that are not in Mario Kart Tour currently, and I will be giving my thoughts on each and every track I choose. The next question is, how many will be coming? Well, similar to the Booster Course Pass, I decided we probably would get double the amount of battle tracks from the base game, just like how they did with the Booster Course Pass and the base game tracks. With that being said, this means I'll be predicting 8 new battle stages for this game. The first one we have up is a Mario Kart Tour Original, this being New York Minute B. This battle course basically has the same layout as the original New York Minute course, but with a few boundaries on where you can drive. With this version, you cannot drive through the indoor parking lot section of the track as you see on screen here. This one is bound to be added if they go and add new courses, since, like I said earlier, they love using Tour models of tracks and are trying to preserve courses from Mario Kart Tour into their own console game. With the music of this course, it does reuse the SNES Battle Course music when it's played in Mario Kart Tour, but I have a feeling they may just go and use the current New York Minute music that's already in the Booster Course Pass. There isn't really anything else interesting to continue talking about with this course, so we'll move on now. Our second course we have up might be a controversial one, but I personally find it to be very underrated and could potentially be added. This course we have is Mario Kart Wii's Chain Chomp Wheel. This battle stage is currently not in Mario Kart Tour and has also never been recreated before. A bigger part of why I think this course could happen, and it's a little weird to kind of explain, but as I have mentioned countless times, these courses come from Mario Kart Tour. Now, if we look at a track like DS Peach Gardens, specifically the Mario Kart Tour version, that track also has chain chomps. However, they behave differently than how they usually do on the course. They move the same exact way as the ones on this battle stage. Before Peach Gardens was revealed for Tour, many speculated that this could have been Chain Chomp Wheel, since the specific chain chomp was data mined in Mario Kart Tour's files. Also, the eels are in Piranha Plant Cove that are also present in Chain Chomp Wheel. Now, I know this isn't really good enough evidence to make this course a possibility, but I think it still has a shot with these objects being present in Tour. With that out of the way, let's talk about this battle course. This stage takes place in a little ball-like area with rolling chain chomps, lots of half pipes to trick off of, and even the scary eels, as I mentioned earlier, that make me cry every time I see them. Luckily, they are blocked in a little tube so they can't touch the player. Phew. Thank God. Anyways, this course also features a fun little trick area in the middle where you can grab item boxes from. But be warned, the chain chomps are very dangerous when rolling around, so make sure you go and get an item at the right moment. The music for this stage is very jazzy and funky, and it would fit very well with the instrumentation of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's music. Overall, Chain Chomp Wheel is a very underrated stage and deserves to take a spot on this concept update. The third track I have selected is a fan favorite from Mario Kart Double Dash and is already in Mario Kart Tour. This of course being the tasty GCN Cookie Land. This stage is a pretty small one with a few little cookie pieces you have to traverse through. I love this stage both from Mario Kart Double Dash and Mario Kart Wii, so I really hope this one gets included, which I think has a high chance. Tour's version is alright, but the music obviously isn't correct as I've already mentioned before. However, it is definitely the most beautiful in Mario Kart Tour with additions like updated textures and cookies around in the air. The fourth course we have up, I had a little bit of trouble deciding out. Now I put GBA Battle Course 1 here since it is in Mario Kart Tour, but the problem with this stage is that it's very similar to SNES Battle Course 1, which is in the base game of 8 Deluxe. So then that begs the question, did I still choose this one to be coming even despite that reason? Well, yes, kinda. A different battle course I feel like would be amazing to add rather than GBA Battle Course 1 is GBA Battle Course 2. You may be asking yourself, isn't it just the same look but with a slightly different layout? Well, not exactly. You see, this specific GBA battle stage is a Bowser themed one, similar to how the Bowser's castles look in Super Circuit. However, I am not sure if they would go and choose this one over the first despite being way cooler and more original. So for now, I did end up choosing GBA Battle Course 1 instead, but that doesn't mean I don't think the second has a possibility, so keep that in mind. When talking about the layout of the first, there isn't too much special going on. It's basically just like the SNES battle stages, but a little different and way more boring. But still, they probably will end up choosing this if this update happens. As we have seen in the Booster Course Pass, some tracks are not as well liked as others. For instance, they included Toad Circuit. Who honestly asked for that? So what makes it different here with this concept update? Nothing really. I'm just trying to give this more of a realistic look for the most part than rather just a wishlist type of video. With all of that out of the way, I still predict we will either see Super Circuit's Battle Stage 1 or 2, but it's most likely going to be the first. Next up we have one that is currently the only data mined battle track in Mario Kart Tour's files, and once again, it's another city related one, so it makes sense to add this one as well to preserve Tour's content in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This battle stage that is data mined is Paris Promenade B. Now we don't know the exact layout of how this battle stage will work out, but it is no doubt going to be added. It'll probably work the same way as how New York Minute's battle stage works, and I predict it'll be this area of Paris. The music will most likely be the same as all of the other battle stages in Mario Kart Tour, but as I said earlier with New York Minute B, they'll probably reuse the current Paris music from Wave 1. Overall, I think this one may be a little bit more fun than New York's, with it having more of an interesting layout. Our sixth battle track we have is a very dark one in a spooky environment. It's a very beautiful one as well with a nice sunset in the distance. This of course is DS Twilight House. This battle stage is my second most favorite battle course in the entire franchise, and it's very creative with its layout. You travel through many different rooms of this Twilight looking building with also an outside section where you can go and find additional item boxes. Be warned that if you go outside of the building, there are areas you can fall off, unless you're playing Mario Kart Tour's version with added barriers around the stage. I think if this one comes to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, they will remove those dreaded walls that make the course not as special or as hard in my opinion. The next two I chose are very, very popular battle stages. These two may be more wishful thinking than realistic, but I just want these two so much, and I think many could agree. The next one we have up is from Mario Kart 64. Now there are a lot of popular ones from the N64 era, however, one that hasn't been remade since Mario Kart DS, and that of course is Block Fort. This one is slightly similar to Mario Kart Wii's Block Plaza stage, but a little bit more simple in layout. Even with the simplicity with this one, it's still a very fun battle course. There are so many paths you can go on in this one. You could stay on the ground, go up on the little block areas, or even go higher and travel to another block. This stage is so much fun, and I feel like it would fit so well with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. The last stage I have chosen may seem pretty obvious. It's from Mario Kart Wii and has somehow never been remade before. Now there is a bunch of tracks from Mario Kart Wii that has never been remade. I think actually all of them have never been remade. So it makes a little bit more sense to have two of Wii's battle courses into this. Now what is that battle stage you ask? Well, you should already know. How could you not hate this one? Quite possibly might be the biggest and most going on battle stage ever, and that goes to Funky Stadium. You shouldn't be at all surprised I chose this one, even if you have heard me talk about it on this channel before. This is my most favorite battle stage from the entire franchise, and it is so much fun. This one has everything. It's large, it's got so many half pipes to trick off of, items are scattered everywhere, and different elevations in the air and also on the ground. You start out on an interesting boost section, which, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think any other battle stage starts out as interesting and very intriguing as this one does. The stage takes place in a basketball-styled arena and is of course Funky Kong themed. With new characters coming and the very high chance of Funky Kong becoming playable, it would be such a shame if they didn't include this battle stage. And that's basically it for what I think could come for a potential battle stage update. Now, I know I'll probably get questions in the comments on when I think this update could come out, and honestly, they could add this alongside Wave 4 or Wave 5. I think Wave 6 would be a bit late, but you never know when it comes to Nintendo. They could also release this between waves, maybe 4 between Wave 4 and 5, and another 4 between Wave 5 and 6, but who knows, this may not even become a real thing. Another thing I wanted to mention is about Mario Kart Tour's state with Battle Mode. As I have previously mentioned in a tour video earlier this week, I had said I could make a future video on how they could fix battle mode in the game. I just wanted to quickly mention this is basically that said video, even though it was focused on a possible Mario Kart Deluxe update. If they go and add the battle stages that I mentioned in the video that are currently in tour, they basically fixed it in my opinion. Having more variety is better, and not using the same battle stages over and over again in tours. And if they could, or if you are listening to Nintendo for whatever reason, please add the regular music back. It's frustrating to hear the wrong music for the stages, and it's all just the one same soundtrack. It honestly does ruin the tracks for me at least. If you could fix that, us players would appreciate that greatly. Anyways, if you did enjoy the video, I would appreciate it if you could leave a like. I worked really hard on this concept video, and I think it came out realistic and great. Make sure to also leave a comment in the comment section of what you think of the video and your own prediction on what could be added. Also, consider becoming a member to this channel for special perks if you'd like. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace out, stay safe, bye bye.